Dear graduates, dear president, faculty and guests, it is a tremendous honor to be a recipient of the Central European University Open Society Prize. And I was very much looking forward to be with you all at the graduation ceremony of the class of 2014. Unfortunately, a tragedy has hit my own country, Bulgaria. Floods have taken lives and destroyed livelihoods. It is my duty to be with the affected communities, and I know those who have granted me the prize for my service as Humanitarian Aid Commissioner would expect from me nothing less. You are graduating from a university with excellent academic credentials. Bravo! But it is more than that. It is also a symbol of great positive change in a dramatically short period of time, from dictatorships and repression to democracies and freedom. The year your university was founded, I was invited to teach at the University of the South Pacific in Fiji. And I vividly remember arriving there, the woman at passport control asking me where I was from. I answered, Bulgaria. She typed something on her computer, looked at me and said, there is no such country. And at that moment, I realized how solid, how formidable the Iron Curtain was, how far it went and how isolated we were on both sides of it, but also that it was finally gone. I was a citizen of a free and open world. But don't take this world for granted. Don't be complacent. Freedom of mind, freedom of movement, freedom to be who you are still freedoms we need to rigorously defend. Here at home in Europe, but even more so in the parts of the world where these freedoms are severely lacking. And there are other freedoms that are out of reach for hundreds of millions of people. The freedom from hunger, the freedom from wars, the freedom from ethnic or religious persecution. In my work, I stare in the face the tragic consequences climate change has, with floods and droughts and hurricanes becoming more frequent and more severe. I also see the dangerous increase in armed conflicts, which in places like Syria or Iraq or Mali or South Sudan or the Central African Republic are not only taking lives, but they are destroying the very fabric of societies, with hugely negative consequences for those directly affected, for their neighbors, for the security of the whole world. And whether it is because of the force of nature or the cruelty of man, time and again, when a tragedy happens, it is the most vulnerable people, the children, the women, the elderly, the handicapped, that pay the biggest price. Have the compassion and courage to care about them, because it is morally right, but also because it is in your own interest to help the world become a better place for all its people. So here it is, for your celebration today, my message with 3 C's. Don't be complacent. Have courage. Have compassion. The world out there is full of challenges waiting for you. CEU class of 2014. Go get them. All the very best to you and your families.